Good morning, good evening rather. May I start the training?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening, all of you. Today we are here to gather up some information on a very, very important topic. And I think all of us uh, talk about this. All of us have many problems about it, and that is, I think you have guessed it, time. We all wish and we all desire that, wish we had 25 hours, 26 hours in a day. But actually, that doesn't happen. But at the same time, there are questions in our mind that how some people who also have 24 hours in their life, they are so well balanced. They are able to handle so many things at the same time, and that too very, very efficiently. But there are some who most maybe probably to the eyes of the world do much less, but they're still very haphazard, mismanaged. They're not able to manage their time. They always have a very shattered look. They're always busy, but the productivity is less. So friends, it's all kale of time. It's all dependent on the fact that how well you can manage your time. So, managing time efficiently is an art, and today we're going to discuss about this art. I don't know whether I am able to manage my time to the fullest, but still, there are certain small tips and tricks using which we can be better managers of time. And as teachers, we always have this issue. We are not able to get time, enough time for everything. So let's see if this workshop, this training program can be of any help to you. And if you are able to manage your time better after today, I'll be very happy about it. So, at this note, let us begin this. I hope all of you are able to see my screen. Okay. I'll go to slideshow, isn't it? That would be better for all of us. Okay. So, when we get up early in the morning, we feel that it's going to be a long day. But when we go to bed, we all feel that, अरे यार, ये दिन खत्म हो गया. I'm not able to do this. I did not do this today. I did not do this today. When as a principal, I come to my office, every day I have certain things in my mind, and when I'm leaving my office, I'm so unhappy to say this, that some items in that list I have to carry home and bring them back to the office the next day. Somehow we all are running against time. We are hard pressed. So let's understand this topic today, time management. First of all, what is time? What is time? Time is a number. Time is a chocolate. Time is my father's brother's best friend. What is it? So you should understand, time is neutral. Time is neutral. Time is never good for somebody or bad for somebody or biased for somebody. No, it's absolutely neutral. It depends upon how you use your time, that it becomes your friend or your enemy. So learn how to use time, learn how to handle time properly so that time always remains a friend for you. सो ये कहना बिल्कुल गलत है कि ये वक्त मेरा बुरा है, वक्त मेरा अच्छा है. वक्त बुरा अच्छा नहीं होता. इट डिपेंड्स आप उस वक्त को कैसे हैंडल करते हो. बहुत बुरा फेज ऑफ लाइफ, बहुत बुरा समय को भी आप बहुत अच्छा बना सकते हो. आप बहुत अच्छा बना सकते हो, लेकिन इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन यू. और एक बहुत खुशनुमा माहौल, बहुत अच्छा समय, maybe when you're celebrating your child's birthday or your anniversary or you are in a movie time, that time also you can spoil it. You can make it very bad. It depends upon you again. So friends, remember, time is neutral. It takes the color as per your wishes and desires. Time is a resource that cannot be increased. You cannot increase it. Or tuck, 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 tuck. It will happen like that only. No matter how much you wish to, no matter how rich you are, how powerful you are, you cannot increase, neither can you decrease it. Time cannot be saved. So, all ladies and gentlemen who are sitting on the other side of this screen, if you feel, अरे मैं 2 घंटा और सो लेता हूं ना, कल जल्दी उठ जाऊंगा और इस काम को कर लूंगा या कर लूंगी, तो आपके लिए मैं बताना चाहती हूँ, यू कैन नॉट सेव टाइम फॉर फ्यूचर यूज. आज जो वक्त आप सो रहे हैं वो खत्म हो गया. टुमारो इज अ न्यू टाइम. ओके, वही समय जो आपने वेस्ट किया, जो आपने लूज किया, आप उसको स्टोर करके नहीं रख सकते. Each activity requires a minimum quantum of time. उतना आपको देना है. That much you have to give. Time has a value like currency. वक्त की कीमत. So please remember this. When you waste time, you waste money. When you utilize time, you make money. Okay. And this time is cumulative in nature. वो जमा होता है, but that same time does not repeat itself again so that you can use it again. Please remember this. Next, time management. What is time management? It is managing ourselves in relation to time. Time doesn't manage itself. Time तो time है, neutral है, वो चल रहा है निरंतर at the same speed. How you manage yourself as per the time, that is important. You set your priorities and then you utilize the time properly so that you get the maximum output. This is known as time management. So, सबसे पहले you must understand that time cannot be managed. You have to manage the time. Time cannot be managed means you cannot manage time. But you can manage yourself according to the time. Are you understanding? So, if you want to manage yourself, you have to understand कि अभी जैसे 4 से 5 मेरा वर्कशॉप भी है, आपके साथ एक ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम है और मुझे एक मेल भी करनी है. तो मुझे सोचना होगा कि मेल तो मैं वर्कशॉप के बाद भी कर सकती हूँ, लेकिन अगर अभी मैं इस ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम को नहीं करूँ तो 4 से 4, 4, 5, 4, 10, 4, 15, I will be losing that time and the time will not come again. You know, some of you are busy throwing emojis. See, still it's continuing. I know you're very, very technically savvy, my dear friends. We have learned it through time, but still we can concentrate here for some time so that we utilize time better. So, my dear friends, you can stop sharing emojis. Maybe at the end of the session, you can share as many as you want. Okay. So, this is the meaning of time management. Now, please understand how will you manage time? So the first thing you should keep in your mind is I cannot waste time. ऐसे बहुत सारे बच्चे होते हैं आपकी क्लास में, बहुत सारे लोग हमारे जीवन में होते हैं, इर्द गिर्द हमारे जो रहते हैं. बहुत समय हम ये देखते हैं कि they are doing nothing, they're just sitting idle. And if you ask them कि क्या बात है, why you are not doing your work, why are you sitting here, so they will say अभी तो बैठे थे बस. Actually, you know what happens? वो अभी तो बैठे थे जो कहते हैं वो, तो that time जब वो सिर्फ बैठे थे without any thought process in their mind, that means wasting time. Even if you're taking rest, you're giving rest to your brain, which you biologically require, then that is not a waste of time. But suppose you're sitting somewhere and you just don't know what to do. Why are you sitting there? Are you actually physically, mentally, emotionally very tired? That is why you're sitting. Or you don't have anything to do, that is why you're sitting. Or you have lots of things to do, but you don't know from where to start. And so you're sitting. What is the case? You understand what is the meaning of wasting time? Then, you should understand as, what you do with your time and what I do with my time is absolutely different. So two people cannot be compared. So I would request you, you're all teachers, you're adults, you're educated people, you make a list that मेरे 24 घंटे में से कौन कौन सी चीज मेरी टाइम को खाते हैं. नींद, खाना, Nahana, some people go to the washroom and they can stay there for hours. You must have seen people like this. Then is it watching the television, or is it watching the Facebook or digital platforms, others? Or is it gossiping? Or is it cooking? Or is it cleaning my house? Or is it school? Yes, very correctly said, mobile phones. Who are my time stealers? You have to find out that. एंड नेक्स्ट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज प्रायोरिटाइज. मैं मानती हूँ आपकी जिंदगी में बहुत सारी चीजें होंगी. आपको सुबह उठना होता है, खाना बनाना होता है, नहाना होता है, तैयार होना होता है, बच्चे को स्कूल पहुंचाना होता है, देन यू हैव टू गो टू स्कूल, देन यू हैव टू कम बैक होम, यू हैव टू डू योर करेक्शन वर्क, यू हैव टू गिव टी टू योर सासू माँ एंड योर फैमिली, यू हैव टू डू द क्लीनिंग वर्क, यू हैव टू डू द कुकिंग वर्क, यू हैव टू डू द चॉपिंग वर्क. Then you have to do, you have to watch television also. Then your favorite serial Anupama का time हो जाता है. Then you have to help your children with the homework. I mean, I know the list is endless. Yes, ma'am. But then still, you can make a chart in your mind that these things are extremely important. I have to do. There is no if and but. कुछ भी हो जाए, I have to do it. And there are certain things which hold the B priority, then C priority, maybe D also, E also in your life. कि चलो ये सब काम मैं आज नहीं करूंगी तो भी चलेगा, लेकिन इतना तो मुझे करना ही. For example, I'm telling you, there are certain days, normally when I go home every day, the first thing I do is after changing and all, I sort my clothes. Whatever has been washed in the morning, I sort them. This will go in this almirah, this will go into the laundry, this is mine, this is his, whatever. But if one day I don't do it, suppose one day I'm very tired, I return home late and I don't do it, क्या हुआ? क्या फर्क पड़ा? मुझे नहीं लगता ऐसा कोई फर्क पड़ेगा. क्या होगा? वो कपड़े कुछ देर के लिए एक जगह में रहेंगे and they will engage a place. लेकिन ऐसा तो नहीं है कि मैं उन कपड़ों को नहीं हटाऊंगी तो कुछ खास हो जाएगा. Somebody is written, it will be a burden for tomorrow, right? But suppose I'm just telling in the situation where today is packed. I don't have time. तो मैं रात में 1 घंटा एक्स्ट्रा जग कर, अपनी नींद खराब करके, अपनी नेक्स्ट डे की एनर्जी लेवल को कम किए बिना उन कपड़ों को अगर वहीं छोड़ दूं तो व्हाट्स रॉन्ग? ये हमें सोचना पड़ेगा. स्पेशली आई एम श्योर दिस आंसर हैज कम फ्रॉम अ फीमेल. स्पेशली द फीमेल्स, दे थिंक एवरीथिंग इज इंपॉर्टेंट. And that is why they keep on doing extra work, extra work, extra work, and maybe something which is very important for themselves, for myself, for my pleasure, I'm missing out on that. So please understand that you are also a part of the priority list. Applying makeup maybe, or applying a cream, or maybe oiling my hair, or maybe sleeping for 1 hour is important. Maybe it is priority number 1. If I don't do that, I will not feel good. I will not be able to cook for my family dinner. So don't stretch yourself by doing things which can be done later on. So first, you must know how to prioritize. See, I'm not talking about procrastination. I'm just saying prioritize your work. You have to decide what is very important, what is less important, and what is not important. Ignore that. Next, eliminate unnecessary activities. Use memory aids such as diary, notebook, cell phone. I think cell phone is very easy for us now. Like what I have done is, I have prepared a dummy group. The name of the group is Duplicate. First, I made a group with me and my son. Then I removed my son. So I'm the only person in the group. Now what happens is, suppose I go home from school, I return home at 6 o'clock. Now after 6, there's a mail. There's a WhatsApp message. I suddenly remember something. So what I do is I quietly shift them, just shift them to Duplicate. That is my tomorrow's work. I have closed my work for the day. It's 6, it's 7, whatever. After that, I'll not do schoolwork. That is how you can strike a balance between your work and your personal life. If you keep on doing things till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, the next day you will be saturated and you will say, यार मेरी नौकरी तो बहुत खराब है, मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा काम करना पड़ता है, मेरा तो कोई सेल्फ टाइम ही नहीं है. तो मी टाइम आपको खुद से निकालना है. आपको सोचना है कि ये जो मेल आया है वो अगर शाम के 7 बजे आया तो मैं कल कर सकती हूँ. Are you getting it? Prioritize your digital time also. Like what I do is I watch my WhatsApp, mail and all fixed interval of time. एक बार सुबह मैं स्कूल पहुंचते ही देख लेती हूँ आफ्टर माई असेंबली, और एक बार मैं निकलने के 2 घंटे पहले देख लेती हूँ. इफ देर इज एनीथिंग इन बिटवीन, आई डोंट बॉदर, कीप ऑन सेंडिंग. सो मैं दिन में अगर 2 बार देखती हूँ तो फेयर इनफ चांसेस हैं दैट आई डोंट मिस आउट एनीथिंग. लेकिन अगर आप हमेशा मोबाइल अपने हाथ पे रखेंगे और व्हाट्सएप, फेसबुक, मेल चेक करते रहेंगे, तो यू विल बी पोक्ड अप. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज डिजिटल डिजनेस. आपको डिजिटल डिजनेस होगी और फिर आप फ्रेश नहीं फील करेंगे दूसरा काम करने के लिए. ओके, eliminate, this is what I meant to say. Analyze how you spend your time. Like I told you, identify your thieves. Okay, never take on more than unnecessary. Learn to say no. Analyze yourself and operate within your strengths. Suppose your principal gives you a work which has to be done today itself. And if you know your today's priorities, I think you can very politely say, ma'am or sir, I'll surely complete it tomorrow if it's not absolutely urgent. And I think any person who's sitting on the chair can very well understand your commitment. You've already committed that you will do it tomorrow. So nobody will say that you're not committed. But you have to put this up very politely, very, very intelligently. And you have to be committed so that you complete it tomorrow and you don't fail your words. Analyze yourself and operate within your strengths. मैं अपने बच्चे के लिए चांद तोड़ कर नहीं ला सकती. ठीक है, बच्चा 1 साल का, 2 साल का, तब तक मैंने बोल दिया, लेकिन उसके बाद तो मुझे बच्चे को समझाना होगा ना कि आई एम अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, आई डोंट हैव दैट कैपेसिटी कि मैं चांद तोड़कर तुम्हारे लिए लाऊं. तो ऐसी प्रोमिसेस भी मत करिए और ऐसे काम भी करने की कोशिश मत करिए. यू आर नॉट अ सुपर डुपर ह्यूमन बीइंग. यू आर अ वेरी ऑर्डिनरी, वेरी सिंपल ह्यूमन बीइंग. I always tell this to others. Please, I'm not a superhuman being. I can do as much as I can stretch myself. Get on by being organized. Most important cheese. Very, very important. Be organized. Clear the clutter from your brain, from your table, from your cupboard, from your house, from your school, staff room table, from your classroom. Clear clutter. Be very organized. You know what I'm telling you, what I do, a very simple thing. I'm just giving you suggestions. Please don't think I'm doing things very great, so I'm always giving my examples. I'm just giving you suggestions, my dear friends. Before I leave my school, I make sure left side is the work that I have completed today and tomorrow they can be dispensed. And on the right side of my table, there are things which I need to do tomorrow so that I don't forget. Which comes to my mind, immediately write on a slip of paper and keep on the right side. चलो इसको करेंगे, लेकिन अभी करेंगे ये जरूरी नहीं है. ऐसे क्या होता है, my work is done also. I don't miss anything and I am not bogged up with that work all the time. I've kept a small board on my fridge. I write what I need to purchase. Suppose I'm working in the kitchen, I realize ये खत्म हो गया, मैं तुरंत उस बोर्ड पे लिख देती हूँ so that I don't miss. So you have to find out your organizing ways. Maybe आप कबर्ड पे कुछ चिपका देते हैं, maybe आप टेबल पे कुछ लिख लेते हैं, maybe आप अपने डुप्लीकेट व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में कुछ डाल देते हैं, maybe you set an alarm for your reminder, but you have to be organized and you can find out your way of being organized. Manage backlog. जैसे ही आप पेंडिंग वर्क रखना शुरू करते हैं ना, वैसे आपकी टाइम मैनेजमेंट पुअर हो जाती है. In the school also, many times when the children fill up the logbook and that comes to me, I see sometimes it is written doing pending work, normally in substitution period. So when I ask the teacher, what is the meaning of pending work? Then they say, ma'am, ye bacha hua tha, all this was left, so the children are completing it. So I always tell that from when has the school become Bada Babu ka office, where the children are doing pending work? So avoid pending work, my dear friends. That is the happiest way to manage yourself. अगर आपको आधे घंटे ज़्यादा स्ट्रेच करने की ज़रूरत है, and if you can do it, please do it. But जब आप काम खत्म करके घर जाएंगे ना, you will feel so relaxed. जब आप सोने जाएंगे, you will have a sound and pleasant sleep. Treat each day as your last day. Maximize it. I know, it's a very tough sentence, but you should always think that today is my last day. Suppose if I'm not a principal of the school tomorrow, what damage can the school have? Think in those terms. What damage can my family have? तो वो आपको दिखने लगेगा damages. So you fill up those cracks, please. For example, I'm giving you a simple example to understand. If you feel that today if I die, then tomorrow my husband will have problem in taking out the money from the account because I have not made him the nominee. Go and do it. There's no duplicate key of my main door. So if I am inside and I die, nobody will be able to come and help me. So make a duplicate key, give it to someone. Maybe your husband, your child who comes from outside. Two of you can have it. You don't have insurance. So you should think that if I fall sick tomorrow, what's going to happen? If I'm severely sick, go and get a medical claim. So always treat your day today as your last day. And think, अगर मैं कल दुनिया में नहीं भी रहूं तो मेरे इर्द गिर्द जो लोग रहते हैं, they should not have problems. Next is very important, visualize your long-term goals. You know, there are so many cobwebs in our mind. There is so much hodgepodge. Okay, you understand hodgepodge? So there's so much hodgepodge that we forget that I will become old after 10 more years. I will not have a job after 15 years. I'm not a pensioner after 15 years that I'll get some money every month. I don't have a house. You must think like this. So long-term goals को देखो, उनके लिए काम करो. अगर आप सिर्फ आज के लिए काम करोगे तो आपका टुमारो तो अनहैप्पी होगा ही. आज आपने बहुत काम किया, आपने बिरयानी बनाई, आपने खीर बनाया, आपने चिकन पकोड़े बनाए, आपने आलू दम बनाया, आपने पार्टी किया, आपने बच्चे का होमवर्क चेक किया, नोटबुक चेक किया, टीचर्स की मीटिंग करी. वाह 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 वाह, वेरी गुड, क्लैप. बट व्हाट अबाउट टुमारो? आपने जितने भी काम किए वो टुमारो के लिए नहीं था. सो प्लान योर टुमारो, प्लान लॉन्ग टर्म गोल्स एंड वर्क टुवर्ड्स देम ऑल्सो. तो इससे आपका शॉर्ट टर्म गोल्स भी अचीव होगा और लॉन्ग टर्म गोल्स भी अचीव होंगे. अगर 10 साल बाद आपको 50 लाख रुपए की जरूरत हो तो दैट वेरी डे यू कैन नॉट गेट इट. बट यस, इफ 20 years बैक यू हैव प्लान्ड तो आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा, छोटा छोटा अमाउंट जमा होता रहेगा. एंड एट द एंड ऑफ 10 years or 20 years you will get that big amount without any hue and cry. So that needs planning. Try to follow your plan every day. सिर्फ सपने में प्लान नहीं बनाना है कि मैं 4 बजे उठूंगा, एक्सरसाइज करूंगा, ये करूंगा, वॉक पे जाऊंगा, शुगर नहीं खाऊंगा. No, you have to follow your plan also. That's very important. So, normally I would suggest don't make very big plans. Don't make very big plans. Please keep small plans. Always, like the new year came. So we suggested the students, everybody, that you should have a very simple resolution. Simple, one line. Like I had a resolution that I will go for a walk at least 5 days a week. Simple. I'll go for a walk in the morning. I'll do yoga. I'll skip my sugar. I'll not take carbs in the night. Yeah. So many resolutions. But ultimately, we're not able to do it. So keep it short and sweet. Because, when you're able to complete it, it's a motivation for you. आपको अच्छा लगेगा और फिर आप next day करोगे. Motivate yourself, okay? Try out a to-do list. Very important. It really helps. And especially, for beginners who are learning how to manage their time, when you do this with your children also, you can ask them to do the to-do list. Do I have audio problem? Do I have audio problem? Somebody's complaining about audio problem. Okay. Sir, please, sir or ma'am, whoever it was, kindly check your network connections. I'm sorry you are not able to hear me. But kindly check your network connections. Okay. Don't jam your day full of activities. Some of us love, to work for the whole day. Actually, I am one of them. If I don't have work, I don't do anything but just go and sleep. This is my way of living my life. But I want to keep myself engaged till at least 7 or 8 o'clock in the night, so that I feel I've done something. That is personal. This is very personal. If you are a my type person, go ahead, do it, no problem. But otherwise, the general norm says, इतने ज़्यादा work मत रखिए back to back कि आप over engaged हैं throughout the day. Don't wait for time. Do it now. कल करे सो आज करे सो अभी. Rest, Always plan time for balance, include family, fitness, recreation, social and spiritual activities. Very important. You cannot sit in an office. Like I also cannot sit in my office till 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, except for some special days. I plan my life in such a way that I go out for a small walk or maybe for coffee with my husband every day. I include my walk, my fitness, my recreation, either through mobiles or going to the television, watching through the television shows, or going for a movie, or maybe some shopping. So you have to include everything so that you then don't get bored of life. Because once that boredom factor comes in, you don't feel like doing anything. And then you start feeling your time is so mismanaged. Next is problems and solutions for time management. This we have already discussed. You have to say no and you have to be self-disciplined. Whatever you plan, please follow it and believe in teamwork. अगर आप सब्जी लेकर आए, छोटा सा एग्जांपल दे रही हूँ, अगर आप बाजार से सब्जी लेकर आए, आपने किया है, तो सब्जी अरेंज तो सब मिलकर कर सकते हैं ना. धनिया पत्ता अगर आप लाए हैं तो सब मिलकर चुन दे, साग लाए हैं तो सिर्फ आप ही क्यों चुने, मटर लाए तो सिर्फ आप ही क्यों छीले. यू कैन इन्वॉल्व पीपल. ये पूरी दुनिया को आपको अपने सर पे उठाकर नहीं चलना है. हम फीमेल्स मैक्सिमम ये समझते हैं कि यार मुझे ही करनी है, मुझे रोटी बनानी है, मुझे चावल बनाना है, मुझे मटर छीलना है, मुझे धनिया पत्ता चुनना है. नो, इट्स नथिंग लाइक दैट. मेल्स ये समझते हैं कि मुझे ही बाहर से सामान लाना है. नो, you can sometimes ask for help. Say no. Believe in teamwork so that the work is also done and your time is also saved. Because we all have 24 hours, dear. Nobody has 25 hours. But we all manage time accordingly. Now, please maintain some external relationships with your friends and colleagues so that you enjoy your life. And some time for social activities. And I think all of you know this. It's coming up so much on YouTube and WhatsApp that morning 4 o'clock to 9 a.m. and 4 to 9 is the best time for work. Getting up in the Brahma Muhurt is also great. I'll tell you, I don't get up in Brahma Muhurt exactly, but I'm a very early riser. And if you get up before the sun, you get a lot of energy. And your day becomes very long and you can do so many things. In fact, you can finish so many things early in the morning itself. So those who are late risers, they have a little problem. I do understand. They have a little problem. Late risers have a little problem in, I think I want to go to the previous slide, but I'm not able to go. Why? Okay. Late risers have this problem. Their day is smaller and they crib for more and more and more time. Okay. Now, tips for successful time management. Do things with concentration, dedication, commitment so that they are disposed of fast and perfectly, correctly also. Trust others and distribute work. If I'm the principal and I think I will check each and every notebook, I will check each and every circular, I will check each and every message, not possible. You have to trust people. Okay, and then divide the work so that the work is completed. Never think about unnecessary things and never interfere in others' matter. अपना काम ही बहुत है. और ये तो कॉमन पास टाइम है लोगों का. दूसरे की क्या कहते हैं आप लोग उसको, दूसरे में टांग अड़ाना. Please don't do that. Be busy in your own work. Postpone of planned events is an unavoidable bad habit. Many people have this habit. I was thinking of going to meet you today, but I cannot go because I had some work. So let's keep it for tomorrow. Don't do this. It spoils your reputation. If you plan something for today, try to do it today. Break a big task into smaller tasks. It will be manageable and you'll be happy. जैसे मान लीजिए फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपको दिवाली की सफाई करनी है, ठीक है, तो आप क्या करते हैं, आप एक ही दिन में दिवाली की सफाई कर लेते हैं? नहीं करते हैं ना. आप क्या करते हैं, आप सोचते हैं कि टुडे I'll do the bedroom. Tomorrow 2 days I'll keep for the kitchen, maybe 1 day I'll keep for the drawing room, 1 day I'll keep for all the washing and all. वो सारा washing करेंगे उस दिन. So you divide your time and you work. So this helps. Okay. Hurrying up is the best way of doing things faster. Don't forget or misplace things. So you should keep your things in the proper place, right way, so that you don't misplace. Use a calendar, get organized. Keep a calendar somewhere and get organized. I'm just repeating so that you don't miss. Detecting difficulties in managing your time. ये एक बहुत अच्छा तरीका है. But for beginners, you have to have a pen and paper and do this. If you avoid that, it will be of no help for you. In order to manage your time more effectively, it is important to understand where you're wasting time. I started with this. Who are your time gobblers? So you have to use a technique which is known as RAC technique. Record, analyze, and change. Record, analyze, and change. Record means you have to start writing. That today I got up at 5 o'clock, 5 से 5:30 ये हुआ, 5:45 ये हुआ, 6 o'clock ये हुआ और आप रियलाइज करेंगे वो छोटे छोटे 15 मिनट स्लॉट या 10 मिनट स्लॉट कितने सारे आपने वेस्ट किए. इससे आपको स्ट्राइक करेगा, अरे यार आई वेस्टेड 2 hours 30 minutes टुडे. चलो tomorrow let me see. So tomorrow, again day after tomorrow, and I'm telling you friends, trust me, if you record and then analyze and try to change yourself, it's absolutely going to help you. You will find the change in yourself, in your behavior, in your way of dealing with time within the next 15 days. So please remember RAC, record, analyze, and change. Next, this is the most common one, procrastination. कर लेंगे, थोड़ी देर बात करेंगे. होमवर्क करना है, उसके पहले दूध पियेंगे, एक छोटा सा टॉम एंड जेरी का शो देख लेंगे. व्हाट हैपेंस विद आवर स्टूडेंट्स, आई एम टॉकिंग इन कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स. So just for example, you realize that if you do something, आपको खीर बनानी, मान लीजिए आपको खीर, या आपको कोई स्कूल का करेक्शन वर्क करना है. ओके, लेट्स टेक दिस कॉमन एग्जांपल. अब आपने कॉपीज लिया, नोटबुक्स लिया, बैठे, या फिर वर्कशीट्स या असाइनमेंट्स जो भी आपको बनाना है, करेक्शन करना, आपने लेकर बैठा. अचानक फोन आ गया किसी का. नाउ यू वांट टू अटेंड इट. आप फोन अटेंड करते करते उठ गए और फिर आप घूमते घूमते यू वेंट टू योर बालकनी. देन बालकनी यू स्टार्टेड टॉकिंग, एंड देन you talk maybe 20-30 minutes, and then what happens, you see the balcony, अरे मेरे पेड़ पौधे में पानी नहीं है. तो जब तक आपने फोन ऑफ किया, आप पेड़ पौधे में पानी डालने लगे. जब आप पेड़ पौधे में पानी डालने लगे, आप हैप्पी हो गए, यू आर सीइंग द स्माइलिंग फ्लावर्स इन योर बालकनी. उसके बाद अपने बेडरूम में आते हैं. तब तक आपको रियलाइज होता है कि शाम हो गई, अरे लाइट जलाओ, दिया बत्ती करो घर में, एक्सेट्रा 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 करो. सब जब करके आप आते हैं तो आप रियलाइज करते हैं, ओह माय गॉड, आई डिड नॉट डू द असाइनमेंट्स. But you cannot help because by the time it's time to cook your dinner, गया आपका करेक्शन वर्क क्या हो गया, समाप्त. So don't procrastinate things. अभी नहीं, थोड़ी देर बात करूंगा, थोड़ी देर बात करूंगा, थोड़ी देर बात करूंगी, कल करूंगी, बाद में करूंगी. Don't do that. You need to finish one thing and then go to the next one. Multitasking is good, but multitasking is not everybody's cup of tea. I'm sorry to say this, but please understand it. And multitasking is not always good. There are instances when multitasking is good, but others, multitasking is not good. So maybe multitasking, another problem is, you lose your focus. So do one thing, complete it, and then go to the next one. और मैं बताती हूँ, अगर आप एक असाइनमेंट अपने हाथ में लेकर जाते हैं ना फोन के साथ साथ, अगर आप ये आदत बना ले, तो मे बी आफ्टर द कॉल यू वुड हैव रिमेंबर्ड, अरे आई वाज डूइंग करेक्शन. Try to do this also for yourself, because we tend to forget, and this tendency to forget actually kills a lot of our time. Don't do that. Strategies to prevent procrastination. Again, there's a big task. You have to correct many assignments. Make it small, small, small into. First is take action. Second technique is salami technique. Third technique is 5 minutes technique. Fourth is work on related tasks. Fifth is do the hardest tasks first. 6, set goals. 7, make commitments. 8, reward yourself. And then change subjects regularly. Let us see this. Now, 3 techniques very important. Salami, making commitments, rewarding yourself. Now, what is a salami technique? The salami technique says that break down the task into smallest part and then work through them. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, कोई दिवाली की सफाई करनी है, कैसे करेंगे आप, छोटे छोटे पार्ट में करेंगे ना. एक बार कोई कहेगा कि टुडे यू हैव टू डू द होल हाउस दिवाली क्लीनिंग, आप बेहोश हो जाओगे, मैं तो पूरी बेहोश हो जाऊंगी. लेकिन अगर कोई मुझसे कहेगा, सी मिताली टुडे वी हैव टू ओनली क्लीन द बालकनी एरिया, आई सेड ओके, इट्स डिफिकल्ट बट आई विल ट्राई टू डू इट. सिमिलरली When it comes to students context, अभी एग्जाम्स होने वाले हैं, फाइनल एग्जाम्स. एज अ टीचर आपको अभी याद आएगा, अरे इस बच्चे के तो 5-5 चैप्टर्स के क्वेश्चन आंसर्स ही नहीं है नोटबुक में. अब आप बच्चों से कहोगे 5 चैप्टर के क्वेश्चन आंसर कल करके ले आना, तो डू यू थिंक द चाइल्ड विल एवर डू? कॉपी करने में भी उसको दिक्कत होगी. तो you break it down. But today, tomorrow you must complete this, then this, maybe 5 questions, 10 questions. So gradually, if you break the work and give it to the child will be doing it. This is the meaning of salami technique. Okay. Next is example I've already given you, making commitments. Research has found that students work best when they are given tight deadlines. एग्जाम के पहले सब कोई पढ़ाई करता है. जो नॉर्मली होमवर्क नहीं करता है, that child also studies before the exams. So, deadlines provoke us towards hard work. This is the most, for most of us, even for me. Maybe some of you are always continuously committed, but then, when our deadline approaches, we are much, much, much committed. So you can give that. You can use this technique. And next is, those who are raising their hand, I'll give you a chance at the end to ask questions because you understand this is online mode, So let me finish this first. Next is reward yourself. If you have done something good, आपने एक टाइम फ्रेम बांधा था, उस टाइम फ्रेम में यू फिनिश्ड द वर्क, प्लीज रिवॉर्ड योरसेल्फ. आप अपने आप को बहुत पनिश करते हो टीचर्स, बहुत. सिर्फ आप ही नहीं, ह्यूमन बीइंग्स पनिश देमसेल्फ द मोस्ट. We don't have me time. We don't find out time for ourselves to do something. We don't give time to ourselves. We don't pamper ourselves. We don't reward ourselves. हम इतने त्यागी हो चुके हैं कि हमारी जिंदगी ही दूसरे के लिए, लेकिन ऐसा होता नहीं. That is why when the child grows up, तो मम्मा कहती हैं, पापा कहते हैं, हमने तो पूरी जिंदगी तुम्हारे लिए बर्बाद कर दी. तो बच्चा कहेगा ना, मैंने थोड़ी बोला था बर्बाद करने को, आप अपनी भी जिंदगी जीते, हमारी भी जीते. तो दिस इज द फैक्ट माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, दैट आप प्लीज अपनी जिंदगी जीना मत छोड़िए. रिवॉर्ड योरसेल्फ, पैम्पर योरसेल्फ, गिव टाइम टू योरसेल्फ, अंडरस्टैंड योरसेल्फ, मेडिटेट, डू इंट्रोस्पेक्शन, सेल्फ इंट्रोस्पेक्शन. हमेशा आप दूसरे का इंट्रोस्पेक्शन क्यों करते हो? दूसरे की करेक्शन, दूसरे का चिट चैट, दूसरे का इंटरफेरेंस. अपना सेल्फ इंट्रोस्पेक्शन कीजिए. You'll become a self-aware person and you'll be a better person. You reward yourself with a cup of tea, chocolate, biscuit, whatever you want. Okay. Next, this is most important, I feel. Set smart goals. Smart मतलब, कभी-कभी में goal set कर लेते हैं. By the end of this month, I will reduce 20 kgs of weight. No. पूरे मंथ आप टेंशन में रहते हैं, आप फ्रस्ट्रेशन में रहते हैं, आप डीमोटिवेटेड रहते हैं, आप खाना नहीं खाते हैं, आप चिड़चिड़े रहते हैं, क्योंकि आपने एक ऐसा गोल सेटअप कर लिया अपने लिए जिस तक पहुंचना बहुत मुश्किल है. So your goal should also be smart so that you reach there happily. Understanding? So smart goals का मतलब क्या होता है? या से किसी ने कछुआ बनाया है so that you can slowly reach there. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant and time bound. मतलब मैंने एक गोल बनाया. I have to reduce 2 kgs by the end of this month. It's a specific goal. Is it measurable? Yes. Whatever my present weight is, whatever my weight will be at the end of the month, I'll see the difference and understand whether it has been done or not. It's measurable. Attainable. जैसे अगर हम इस 2 को 20 कर देते तो शायद अटेनेबल नहीं हो पाता, लेकिन 2 kgs अगर मैंने रखा है या 1 kg मैंने रखा है, तो इज इट अटेनेबल? यू हैव टू आस्क योरसेल्फ, इज इट अटेनेबल, इज इट रेलेवेंट एंड इज इट टाइम बाउंड? टाइम बाउंड मतलब मैंने क्या बोला? एट द एंड ऑफ द मंथ. तो दैट इज टाइम बाउंड. सो जब भी आपको बच्चे को कोई गोल दे, स्टूडेंट्स को कोई गोल दे, अपने आप को कोई गोल दे, प्लीज हैव मर्सी एंड चेक इट. Is it specific, measurable, attainable, relevant and time bound? Is it a smart goal? Otherwise, आप भी नहीं खुश होगे, लेने वाला भी गोल को नहीं खुश होगा, करने वाला भी नहीं खुश होगा. As a result, चारों तरफ दुख ही दुख होगा. There will be no खुशी. Okay. Next, organizing yourself. Very important. See this gentleman with a to-do list. His to-do list is so big that how will he organize his life and his time? So, helps you prioritize, helps you overcome procrastination. It's a critical starting point. If you prepare a to-do list, you know मुझे यहाँ से शुरू करना है. This is my first. आलू चाहिए, लिखा हुआ आलू चाहिए तो आप आलू लाओगे. Are you getting it? It helps you overcome procrastination क्योंकि आपका लिस्ट है, आप लिस्ट के अकॉर्डिंग नहीं काम कर रहे हो तो आप उसको वहां नहीं जाओगे. ओके, प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट नहीं करोगे. नेक्स्ट, ABC ऑफ प्रायोरिटाइजिंग. कैसे प्रायोरिटाइज करते हैं किसी काम को? प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड. First, you prepare your to-do list, and then you break large tasks into smaller tasks. Then what you do is delegate some tasks to others who can easily do it. अब आपको आलू की भुजिया के लिए आलू काटने हैं, वो आप ही करें ये जरूरी थोड़ी है. आपके घर में दूसरे लोग भी हैं जो कर सकते हैं. Why do you think you can only do it? Schedule your day. Assign a deadline for each task. Schedule your day or your week or your month. Schedule it. इस महीने मुझे ये अचीव करना है, इस वीकेंड तक मुझे ये अचीव करना है, कब तक क्या अचीव करना है. कंसिडर योर डेली साइकिल. मोस्ट डिमांडिंग टास्क व्हेन यू आर मोस्ट फोकस्ड, यानी अगर आपको सबसे प्रॉब्लमेटिक कोई काम करनी है तो योर टाइमिंग शुड बी 4 AM to 9 AM. Isn't it? बच्चों को हम कहते हैं ना, if you want to learn the most difficult subject for yourself, that is 4 AM to 9 AM. बहुत कुछ याद करना है मुश्किल, 4 AM to 9 AM. So सबसे पहला टिप है, get up early in the morning. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. Now see, this is the prioritization grid. ये grid बहुत important है friends. Please have a look. Urgent. अर्जेंट है तो आपको करना ही है, कुछ आप नहीं कर सकते हो. इट्स अर्जेंट मीन्स अर्जेंट. अर्जेंट बट नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट तो बाद में कर सकते हैं, बाद में करेंगे इसको. अर्जेंट बट नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट. नाउ यू सी दिस, समथिंग विच इज नॉट अर्जेंट बट इंपॉर्टेंट, आप बाद में करना इसको क्योंकि इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है और इंपॉर्टेंट है लेकिन अर्जेंट नहीं है. So only urgent things you should do now. Rest you keep for the rest of the time. But if something is not urgent and not important, please, I'm folded hands, I would like to say, avoid it. Don't do it. It's a waste of your time. Like games, Facebook. अरे मैं नहीं जाऊंगी Facebook पे 10 दिन तो क्या हो जाएगा? कुछ नहीं होगा. Nothing. दुनिया वैसी ही चलेगी जैसे आज चल रही है. So do your urgent and important things first. Urgent but not important after this. Then you must do your urgent and not important things. You should do never. कभी नहीं, अभी नहीं और कभी नहीं. Clear? Now, ये एक और बीमारी है, बहुत बड़ी बीमारी है जिसका कोई इलाज नहीं है. बट लोग बड़े शौक से कहते हैं ना, मैं परफेक्शनिस्ट. इस परफेक्शनिस्ट से आप थोड़ा दूर रहो और खुद को भी परफेक्शनिस्ट मत बनाओ. Perfectionism is good, but please don't expect others to be perfect. This is bad. मैं ये नहीं कह रही getting 100 out of 100 is excellent, but why do you expect the others to get 100 out of 100? Perfectionism is a great quality, but not for others. For me, keep that goal for yourself, not for others. Others को perfect करने के चक्कर में आप अपना कितना टाइम वेस्ट करते हो आपको पता है? Okay. Be aware of tendencies. Take an honest look at how you spend your time. Analyze and reframe your work. Focus on the big picture. एक बड़ा सा आप कोई आयोजन कर रहे हैं, everything cannot be perfect. Is it okay? Doable? Please do it. Tick, 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 tick. ठीक है? Maintain high but attainable standards. आप इतना हाई कर देंगे अपने स्टैंडर्ड को कि कोई अटेन ही नहीं कर सका. So there'll be disappointment and demotivation all around. Be realistic about what you can accomplish. I told you this before also. Set realistic goals. Seek help when required. Learn to say no. Don't throw work away. Replant it. नहीं हुआ मुझसे काम, फिर हटा, नहीं करना है. No. Replant it. Plan it again in a new way. Okay? But please don't claim to become a perfectionist. Okay. Now, make a plan today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Manage your time, increase your success. Managing your time reduces stress. Managing your time enhances work-life balance. The bad news is time flies. But the good news is you are the pilot. So if you know how to manage your time, you can always manage the time. Now, the truth about time management, this I've already told you, it increases your productivity, reduces stress, improves your self-esteem, helps achieve balance in life, increases your self-confidence, and helps you attain your goals. I hope all of you will agree to this. Try it and evaluate your plan. I've already told you this. Please go for RAC technique. You have to record, you have to analyze, and then you change yourself. Okay. How you are actually using your time, you must be knowing that. It is your time. God has given you 24 hours in a day. That precious time is only yours. Use it the way you want. Please don't let somebody else dictate your time. That's very important. Now, then very, very important part is you must be very calm, you must be organized, and then only you will achieve the best results for yourself. Thank you. Now, anyone has to ask anything, you're most welcome. Now, remaining 5 minutes is for question answers. Or if you want me to repeat anything, please do that. Come on. Thank you for your comments, but I'm waiting for some questions also. Anything? There was some question. Somebody asked about salami, something, no? Please put it up once again. Patliputra Sahodaya, anyone from there can give me that question if you have it. Anyone else with a question, you can even ask. You can be unmuted if you request. Some of you raised your hands also. Any question? You understood all the techniques, the salami technique, procrastination, break up of the work. I'm sorry, I'm not able to find it. If you have any question, please raise your hand. And I think somebody from Patliputra Sahodaya can unmute also if required. Okay. So, thank you all of you for attending this session. I hope it has been of some use to you. Thank you, Patliputra Sahodaya, for giving me this wonderful opportunity and for giving me the first session for the month of February. I hope to see you all soon with some other topic. Thank you. May I leave? May I leave, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.